First things first, left hand goes behind your hip, behind your back. Your palm faces out towards the side. Right hand and thumbs up. So you go cross over your left shoulder, cross over your right shoulder again. Turn to your left. Your right hand comes up with the wrist pointing up. Then back, your arms bent, up, back. Then you're going to turn all the way to the right, 180 degrees, and your left hand's going to come out and as if you're running. Then you're going to switch, turn to the front, and sort of your pointer finger comes towards you and flicks out. Your left hand comes back behind your back. So towards you, flicks out, and then your right hand pushes to the side, comes around and comes onto your hip with the back of your hand, so your palm faces out. So it comes around, back of your hand. At that moment, you give a kiss with your left. Turn your body to face the left. Then give 2 beckoning motions. And then this is the part where you go push, left hand's on top first. Then switch, right hand, switch, left hand. And then the rocking part, up, back, remember this left hand. Turn, it stays there. And use the inside of your wrist to go on your forehead. So you go up, then both hands come, palms facing out to your shoulders, up, down, make a heart, and then flip it away. And then you do pull with your right hand on top, pull, switch left hand, pull, last time right hand on top. And this is the part where you turn to the right, hypertonic, 2 swirls, left hand's behind your back again. Swirl towards you, turn to the left, and then these 2 you flick out. One's at your hip, flick, then up by your head, flick a second time. And you go, right hand goes up first, then left, so 1, 2, 3, and then these claps are half speed, so 3 and 4. The first one, the left hand comes up, right hand goes down, then right hand and left hand switch. So 3, 4. Then your left hand comes behind, your right hand pushes out, then points, your finger comes towards you, and then back out, and then your hand comes to your hip. And then this is the part where they're as if they're hailing a cab. It's 3 groups. I'm not sure how the admins are doing that, but it goes first group, second group, third group. Everyone brings their hands down, and then it goes third group, second group, first group. When you, after hailing the cab with your hand behind your back, everyone drops down at the same time. Then whenever you're about to go, right when you go, your hand comes onto your hip, and you sort of shove your shoulder forward the most. You're moving your shoulder really, and you're turning your body so your elbow points to, and you're sort of showing this part of your body. And then your left hand just hangs loose behind, over here. Okay? And then, so 3, 2, 1, and everyone face forward, and then this is the choreographed freestyle part where you're like doing this, and you know, that. We're taking on just that at the end. If you can't balance on your toes, don't worry about it. I'm doing it because they were in heels, and the first few steps look better when you're on your toes. That's it. Okay, on toes. So, I have to listen to One Day Study again, but you don't have to take the first step on Mr. Where I'm starting, it's from Taxi, okay? So, Mr. Taxi, left over right, taxi, taxi, and you kick up, and your knee comes up. You kick up, but your foot doesn't come up. So kick up, back, and you rock back, forward, back. When you're rocking, when I say back, forward, back, it doesn't mean your whole pelvis though. It just means you push your right hip up, left hip up, right hip up. Turn, you go in, turn to the front. And then after that, you're going to take a step, turn to the front. Yeah, sorry. Then the left foot goes back. And then every time you do these like hip things when you're facing the side, your hip, whichever hip's facing the front, goes out first and then around. So in this case, your right hip pops out, around, tiny step, pops up, around. And a small kick, and hip, right hip, left hip, right hip. And again, the knee kick, back, forward, back, turn, your left knee is bent, so you're on your toe, then turn, switch, and you're going to kick out, switch, kick, right hip, left hip, right hip. Then your right foot's going to go to the back, and then you're going to go forward with your left hip, then bring your left hip to the back, right hip forward, right hip forward. On that part, it depends which direction you're moving. If you're moving back, then your right foot comes back and then left foot comes back. If you're going forward, however, it's the opposite. Your left foot goes forward, your right foot goes forward. But the same thing is that your hip moves in the same direction. So whether you go back or front the first with your feet, your left hip always goes forward the first time, and your right hip always goes forward the second time. Okay? There's that. And this part, yeah, sorry, had to remember it. You take really tiny steps in place because it just helps the next step. So you go tiny right step, right step, and then when you come back to your left, your leg comes up and back. Then you take a small step forward. This time you don't circle your hip, you just push it forward, your hip forward. So step right, step left behind, and step right again. And then this is the group part again. And then whenever it's your turn, you just pick your foot up, and then point your right leg out. And you don't go all the way to the side. You sort of just go as if there's like an imaginary corner in the room. So just angle a little. So 1, 2, 3. Everyone comes back in. And this time you bring your foot up a lot as if you're making a figure 4. You go and down. And then sort of, I couldn't really tell in the video, I think they do, but they just bend their left leg, their back leg a little bit once they place their foot down. So, like this. And your foot's pointed. And then, again, after this part, it's the, whatchamacallit, choreographed freestyle thingy where everyone's doing something different.